Hi, welcome back to the shop. Today I've been building these frame and panel doors here. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, the places where the rails and the stiles meet don't exactly come out flush. At the beginning of the project, I assumed that the material that was provided for the frame pieces had been planed down to the same thickness, which was not true. It was off by just a little bit. And in a moment, I'm going to show you that when I glued it up, I have some glue residue here, and it's kind of illustrating the fact that the two are not level. But never fear, if this ever happens to you, there's a pretty easy way to fix it. So let me adjust the camera so you can get a better view of what I'm doing, and then I'll show you how to fix this. As you can see here, I have right here, this joint doesn't really match up exactly right. It's very, very slight. You could barely catch your nail on it, but it will prevent you from getting all the glue residue out of this joint here. Now, you could use a scraper, you could use a plane, but you could just as easily use your random orbit sander. So let's go through the process. Here we go. I'm going to be using 80 grit sandpaper. Now, you really want to make sure that you use a pretty fresh piece because the edge of your sandpaper is really going to be doing the majority of the work. And as we all know, the edges is where the sandpaper wears out the fastest. So if you don't have a fresh piece, you can still do this. It just won't be nearly as efficient. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put our sander on the lower piece, and what we're going to do is just very slowly allow the sandpaper to wear away this edge here. And then as we do that, we'll alternate between working on this edge and working on this area here so that we can feather it in so that it doesn't taper off on the side. So here we go. As you can see, we no longer have any glue residue, and these two surfaces are perfectly flush at this point. As you can see, I was able to remove the glue residue from the lower surface, which was the rails, and at the same time flush it up to the stiles over here. Now, because I spent some time working on this as I went along, I don't have a hump or any perceivable difference in the level from up here to the corner, nor do I have any perceivable difference this way. So as you can see, this was in a situation to even sweat about. If you've made some doors and they didn't line up just perfectly and you don't have a card scraper or a hand plane, you can use your random orbit sander to level those surfaces. Alright, so that's it. A quick and easy solution to a common problem. And that's it for this tip. Thanks for coming by. And if this is your first time here, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Click that subscribe button. And that way you'll be notified whenever I release more stuff. So